Hello, Esther. Morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Hello, Karen. I can only see your forehead.
Hello, Mr.
Oh.
Good
Hello,
morning, Mr.
Benita. Morning. Morning, Benita.
Good morning, Mr.
Joseph, good morning. Take that thing out of your head. Morning, Edwin.
Good morning, Mr.
Morning, Alan.
Good morning.
Morning, Yvonne. Morning, Nimsi.
Good morning, Mr.
Morning, Marcia.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning,
Guillermo.
Mr.
Good morning, Harel.
How are you?
Very well. Everything cool. How about you?
Fine. In my house.
Good.
Very well.
Good morning, Mister.
Morning, Emmanuel. Turn your cam. Vanessa, I cannot see you.
Wait,
Morning, Paulo.
wait, I'm occupied.
That fan is causing you so many trouble with your hair. Okay, we're still missing 8 students, man. What's wrong? Okay, I was telling this to 8th grade. No, to 9th grade. In the different grades, I have been having cases of people copying homework from internet. It's not the case with 8th grade, but I have to say it anyway. Remember, if you copy homework from internet is a 0. If you copy homework from a classmate is a 0 for both. And there are ways in which I can prove that Pedro copied from Martin. Another thing that happened yesterday is that I was reported that some of you guys are bullying your classmates. You're taking screenshots of the pictures and then you're doing memes and writing nonsense. And you are sending them to your classmate and telling them that you're going to make them public. That's why we ask to have the cameras on. And it's amazing how many of you don't take notes in class, but you have your hands busy typing in the keyboard. I don't know what. So the kid that reported me yesterday, he had a name of who had sent him the meme and telling him that he was going to publish. I already talked to. Are you going to turn your cam on or do I have to delete you from the meeting? I don't even have to ask. You already know the rule. You already know the rule. Take away your virtual background because I cannot see you. Why is it so dark in there? Turn on the light. That's a whole lot better. Thank you very much. ¿Por qué será que son tan necios? Que se les dicen las cosas en inglés y en español para que lo entiendan y nunca hacen caso. Ahí les voy a mandar la rúbrica y ojalá me aparezcan ustedes poniéndose 2 de 2 en sigue instrucciones, ¿verdad? Give me a second. Dígame. Cuénteme. I'm sorry, I had an emergency call. Okay. Morning, Genesis.
Good morning.
We will continue today reading on page 267. Oh, you look handsome with those eyeglasses. You look handsome with those dark eyeglasses.
Thanks, if it's to me.
Well, the problem is that there are 2 with dark eyeglasses. One is drinking right now. One has a blue
Hey,
shirt.
you copy me, bro.
One has a blue shirt and the other one has a black cap.
I have more
Very
style.
nice.
Very nice. Okay, 267. What was the last question we answered yesterday, Emmanuel?
The last question was, what reason might Mr. Frank have had for giving Anne a diary?
Okay, good. So we begin at the end of page 266. Yvonne is going
The
to
thing
do,
is like,
Yvonne is going to do Anne's voice. And Mr. Frank is going to be Alan. Alan, you're Mr. Frank. Anne is going to be Vanessa. Mrs. Frank, Hennessy's. Mrs. Van Dan, Nimsey. Peter Guillermo, because yesterday he only appeared once. Okay? In the room at the night, Mrs. Frank has sat up quickly at the sound of the carillon. Mr. Frank comes in and sits down beside her on the settee, his arm comfortingly around her. Upstairs in the attic, Mr. and Mrs. Van Dam have hung their clothes in the closet and are now seated on the iron bed. Mrs. Van Dam leans back exhausted. Mr. Van Daan fans her with the newspaper. Anne starts to write in her diary. The lights dim out, the curtain falls. In the darkness, Anne's voice comes to us faintly at first and then with growing strength.
Anna's voice. I expect I should be describing what I feel, like to go into hiding. But I don't know yet myself. I only know it's funny never to be able to go outdoors, never to breathe fresh air, never to run and shout and jump. It's the listen in the night that breaks me most. Every time I hear the creak in the house or the step on the street side, I sure they're coming for us. The days are so bad. At least we know that Meat and Mr. Crack are down there below us, the office. Our project with Photon. I asked my father what would happen to them if the Nazis found out they are hiding us. Tim said that we'll suffer the same fate that we'll all. Imagine, they know this, and yet, when they come up there, we're cheerful and gay, as if there were nothing in the world to bother them. Friday, the 21st of August, 1942. Today I'm going to tell you our general news. Mother is unbelievable. She insists on treating me like a baby, with a lot oversized thing or doing better. I will kiss.
The weather is, as Anne's voice is fading out, the curtain rises on the scene. So we have question K. As Anne reads her diary entry aloud, what does she reveal about the Nazi occupations affect her? What does she reveal about how the Nazi occupation affects me and how it affects Mr. Craper? So let's begin with Anne. Mimna, answer it. How has the Nazi occupation affected Anne? Paolo, queden your cam. Dennis, answer that question in the chat because you don't have a microphone. Harel.
That and that it's really funny never to be able to go outdoors, to never breathe fresh air, because they were always in the secret room.
Uh-huh. Very good. What else?
Never to run and shout at and jump.
Yeah, what else?
She is describing how he feelings like go to into hiding.
Exactly. She described how she feels about hiding. What else? She's afraid of what?
Of getting caught.
A what?
Of getting caught. Of getting caught. Of getting caught.
No,
Not really getting caught, like getting killed by the Nazi.
getting caught. Exactly. Getting seized, getting captured. Okay. All the ideas, I wrote them in the chat. First, she doesn't know how she feels about hiding. Second, she misses going outside and breathing French air. And third, she is afraid at night that the Nazis can capture her or capture them.
What my can? Why is it turned off?
Everybody finish copying the answer?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good, good. Very well, Masis. Now, how did it affect me?
Because she's
Alan,
down.
Alan, if I
Yes.
ask you, why are you hungry? You will answer me, because. If I
Oh,
ask you, how do you feel? You will not answer me with because. The question is, how has it affected me?
mm,
Mister, can I say it or is
Yes,
Alan?
please, Paulo.
Um, it will also affect me because of the things that we were talking, like in the
No,
past.
no.
Because
The
also
question,
by helping.
Paulo, the question is not if it will affect me or not. The question is how.
Mm,
mm,
it will affect me. I know, but I don't know how to say it because it will tell me that. Um, Mister, so I cannot say the word
Joseph,
because. I cannot
Joseph,
say the word
Joseph,
Uh, like um,
okay, copy it.
maybe catch me.
For me, and is a protector that works during the day. And she is happy. She enjoys life, even though the destiny, the fate that she faces is complicated if she is caught by the Nazis. Are you copying, Dennis? Dennis, are you copying? Okay. And how did it affect Mr. Crawler?
The same as me, I think.
The same as me, you think? Why?
Because they are
Or
workers, like they're both workers for Mr. Frank. So
both were
they're giving
protected.
food or the necessary things to all the people or the necessary people. So they have the risk to get caught.
Okay, very good, Paulo. The same as me. He is a protector. It is a little after 6 o'clock in the evening, 2 months later. Margot is in the bedroom at the right studying. Mr. Van Daan is lying down in the attic room above. The rest of the family is in the main room. Anne and Peter sit opposite each other at the center table, where they have been doing their lessons. Mrs. Frank is on the couch. Mrs. Van Daan is seated with her fur coat, on which she has been sewing, in her lap. None of them are wearing their shoes. Their eyes are on Mr. Frank, waiting for him to give them the signal which will release them from their day-long quiet. Mr. Frank, his shoes in his hand, stands looking down out of the window at the back, watching to be sure that all of the workmen have left the building below. After a few seconds of motionless silence, Mr. Frank turns from the window quietly to the group. Mr. Frank,
It's safe now. The last workman has left.
there is an immense stir of relief, and her pent-up energy explodes.
We.
Okay, question A. Underline Anne's reaction to hearing what the last word was. Well,
We
We.
great emotion, she say, "Wee!" Like you're going to say when the class ends. And question, what does that show about the effect in being in hiding?
that I'm not sure about the face. That they are upset of being hiding and they are like they have a lot of emotion of knowing that he can get out of there or that the workers are leaving and they have este,
A time to
como
speak.
can I say it in Spanish because I don't, tienen un problema menos, they have a problem less or something like that.
No.
Uh,
Esther?
That being silent and still all day is difficult. He has a low level of energy to release.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's continue. Mrs. Frank.
and
And
Who's Mrs. Frank?
me uh, and Mr. Frank.
Ah, yes, and Hennessy's Mrs. Frank. You're not Mrs. Frank, Alan. Okay.
Ah,
Ah, Whose phone is that one that is zumbing there? Está zumbando. Z. Okay. Mrs. Van Daan.
I'm first for the WC.
Wait, see. WC. Wait, see. She hurries
WC.
up to the bathroom. Miss Frank puts on her shoes and starts up to the sink to prepare supper. Anne sneaks Peter's shoes from under the table and hides them behind her back. Mr. Frank goes into Margot's room. Mr. Frank to Margot. Mr. Frank, you're not paying attention, Mr. Frank.
I got 6 o'clock. School's over.
Margot gets up, stretching. Mr. Frank sits down to put on his shoes. In the main room, Peter tries to find his. Peter to Anne. Peter.
Have you seen my shoes?
Anne, innocently.
Your shoes?
You have taken them, haven't you?
I don't know what you are talking about.
You're going to be sorry.
Am I?
Peter goes after her. Anne, with his shoes in her hand, runs from him, dodging behind her mother. Mrs. Frank protesting.
Anne, dear.
Wait till I get you.
I'm waiting.
Peter makes a lunge for her. They both fall to the floor. Peter pins her down, wrestling with her to get the shoes.
Don't, Peter, stop it. Ouch.
Anne, Peter.
Suddenly, Peter becomes self-conscious. He grabs his shoes roughly and starts for his room. And following him,
Peter, are you going? Come dance with me.
I tell you, I don't know how.
I will teach you.
He doesn't like people around while he eats.
Te saltaste.
about 3 pages. Line 551, Peter.
I'm going to give Mushi his dinner.
Can I watch?
He doesn't like people around while he eats.
Peter, please.
No.
He goes into his room and slams his door after him. Miss Frank. Yoo-hoo!
Dear, I think you should fight.
Miss Frank?
Anne, dear, I think you shouldn't play like that with Peter. It's not dignified.
Who cares if it's dignified? I don't want to be dignified.
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 Mr. Frank and Margot come from the room on the right. Margot goes to help her mother. Mr. Frank starts for the center table to correct Margot's school paper. Mrs. Frank to Anne.
You complain that I don't treat you like a grown-up, but when I do, you resent it.
That's like you telling your mother. Or backwards, your mother telling you.
I only want some fun. Someone to love and clown with.
Wait. Stop there. We have question B. Theme. 2 conflicts are shown on lines 532 to 565. Anne is in conflict with Peter, and Anne is also in conflict with her mother. Briefly describe each conflict and tell why it might exist. Okay. And explain the conflict against Peter. Nancy, explain.
And takes Peter her his shoes. So they start the conflict. And
No,
Peter goes
the
after
conflict
her
is more than that.
and pushes her down to take her shoes.
The conflict goes more than that. The conflict is not only hiding the shoes. Analyze.
Mister,
No,
It's because she don't want to give him the shoes and he doesn't like.
no. Think beyond. Piense más allá de eso.
That Peter's going too rough in Anne.
No,
now
And bothers too much,
can
Peter.
I?
tell me.
No,
And
because Anne is young and she only
Peter.
wants a little bit of attention.
Say it, Emmanuel.
Like Anne is too young and she only wants a little bit of attention.
Thank you, my son.
You're welcome.
Why do you think she wants attention from Peter?
One, because they are the only
Be
the only teenagers in the room.
Ah,
Two, maybe by how they are in a close place, they can become in a
Y
closer relation.
you see?
para ser novio, po.
You're thinking, my son. Okay, I made a summary. And bothers Peter to get him to react to her. Probably because of two reasons. The first one, probably she likes Peter. Or two, probably she's bored and she wants action. So ting 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 ting.
No.
Remember, guys, the homework is already uploaded. The homework is already uploaded. You will have to read by yourself from page 270, 271, and 272. Actually, from page 269 after the question. Those 3 pages and answer question C, D, E, and F. Please answer them the way we're answering them here. Okay. And now, her conflict with her mother.
Mister?
Yes. No, Paolo, no, Paolo, no.
No, Mister.
No, you participate too much.
Please.
Let the other people participate, Paolo. You're just like Ann. You want attention.
No, I want to answer.
He wants all the attention.
Yes, like you too.
Me.
Yes, that's why you have those eyeglasses on.
No, because like I don't know if Miss Kenya told that we have to be like summer day, but for all the classes only for her, so I put them on.
Yes,
No.
she said summer day, but you don't have anything for summer day except the eyeglasses. The eyeglasses, you can use them on the street. Yeah, you have to take your shirt
Yeah.
off. You have to take your shirt off.
Hey, platense,
Wear your bikini, your tanga.
As in nigga.
You have to have a beach hat. Okay.
Hey, but you cannot say the word.
Angela is going to tell me the answer. Why is the conflict? Because she was
Manuel,
made.
you can say that.
that Anne complains that Mrs. Frank treats her like a grown-up.
What else?
That her mother doesn't play like that with fear because she thinks that isn't dignified.
Yes. Very good.
Like that actions that Anna do it is not like a behavior of a girl.
Very good, Joseph. Okay. So I made a summary of what you said. She argues with her mother saying she does not want to be dignified. Marcia said that. And she wants her mother to treat her as a grown-up, but her mother treats her as a child. That was said by who?
Me.
Who's me?
Jared.
Jared. And,
Me.
and the other part of Joseph. Okay, boys and girls, have a nice weekend. Take care. Everything is in its modo. I already uploaded the 5 points of artistic. One is for Friday 29 and the other one for June 3. English for Friday 29. You can do it in a PowerPoint. You can do it in a Word document. You can do it in Publisher. O lo puede hacer en una hoja de papel, bien decoradito, con materiales reciclables y toda la onda. For one, you have 10 days, and for the other one, you have almost 14 days. Remember, it's one more work, so it counts for getting exempt from the test. I love you guys. I miss you. Hey,
Goodbye.
Me too, teacher.
Alan is
Bye,
with
mister.
tirantes, eyeglasses.
Qué igualados esto. Qué igualados, no, hombre. Ya.
No, teacher, que yo no tengo así de tirante. No uso.
Se hubiera quedado con el pecho descubierto.
Ahorita me lo quito, ¿quieres?
Okay, boys. Take care. Bye. Everybody,
See
please.
you, mister. Yes. See you. See you on Monday.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. If everybody finish copying, I close this. Bye. Take care. Love you. Miss you.